Maryland lawmakers made their way back to Annapolis this morning as the 449th legislative session of the Maryland General Assembly convenes.
Just prior to the start of the session, dozens of clean energy advocates rallied at Lawyers Mall. CTV's Katerra Jones is standing by with more.
That's right. As Marylanders face high energy bills, some state lawmakers believe the way to address this is to build more clean energy statewide. Clean energy now! The advocacy group Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund, known as CCAN Action Fund, rallied in Annapolis today. This year, the group will be pushing lawmakers to pass the Affordable Solar Act of 2026. The measure, if passed, will make reforms to the current incentive program known as the Solar Renewable Energy Credit Program. But how will the state pay for it?
We're using money that is already being collected it's already being collected. We already have it. It's in all the budgets. It's already being collected, and we're using it in a more effective way to build solar.
Clean energy advocates say the bill would also move Maryland toward addressing its climate crisis and lowering utility bills for residents. The measure, if passed, would also allow Maryland to add more than 4,000 megawatts of solar by 2035. That will impact more than 3 million homes.
This year, the new threat is Trump and the MAGA regime that is hell-bent on lining the pockets of their fossil fuel buddies and creating a petro-state in the United States of America. And we will not stand by while that happens.
Despite the constraints on the budget, the state lawmakers that are in support of the measure believe now is the time to get it passed. And we take it now to CTV's Mikayla Newton, who's inside the State House and has everything on the first day of the legislative session. Mikayla?
All right, well, thanks, Katerra. Today is the first day of the 2026 Maryland General Assembly, and lawmakers have a lot on their plate. They're focusing on the $1 billion budget deficit along with the affordability crisis. Lawmakers gathered for the first day of the Maryland General Assembly in the State House. The looming projected $1 billion budget shortfall is on top of mind this session.
It is not our intention to raise taxes at all. However, that does mean that there may be some cuts in resources.
I think there was a lot of work done on that last session, and this year they're going to be much more focused on making sure that we are our funding formulas are keeping in line with what our revenues are.
All those in favor of the Honorable Jocelyn A. Pena-Melnick for the office of Speaker of the House signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Also during the first day of the legislative session, Speaker of the House Jocelyn Pena-Melnick was officially sworn in.
This is really beautiful. I love the diversity in this room. People from all walks of life, that you have come here and taken time out of your life to honor me today. I do not take that for granted.
Meanwhile, council members across the state want to make sure that residents can afford to live in Maryland.
So we want to make sure that there remains a balance and an equilibrium so that the residents of Montgomery County can still afford to live in our beautiful state.
Vice Chair of the Prince George's County delegation, Andrea Harrison, says she's in support of Delegate Nicole Williams reintroducing legislation banning 287G agreements. It would give certain immigration enforcement abilities to local police.
We have seen in this country the devastation of human decency. And I believe that with what we have seen, that 287G agreement is adding to that devastation.
For the next 3 months, the House and Senate will be working on passing additional legislation, as well as debating making energy bills more affordable and congressional redistricting. In Annapolis, Mikayla Newton, CTV News.
Thanks, Mikayla and Katerra, on team coverage for us today for the 2026 Maryland General Assembly. The General Assembly is scheduled to adjourn in April.